and things don't get lost. So, right, let's just remember these are all words that were written some time ago, all presenting an image of Bournemouth.
Sunrise.
Sunset.
With the restless sea moving and
Moving and surging around, around. The visitors are too delicate to venture thereon, except when the midday sun has dispersed all chilliness.
That's good. If we were going to reposition it, we might step up to doing it around this area, which is the sea park. But great. So that was interesting. I just think that was the words and how they took a new dimension to me. Once you see these things, they're so concentrated, these images as well. Right, let's go to the next. Yes? Get to the still picture first and just hold it for a few moments. Don't rush into animating it. Just have a look at it and see what we will read there. Suggested by. Remember, these are things, they're all historical documents written some time ago. Okay, hold your concentration. When you're ready, come on.
A place of infinite variety.
Of music.
And of flowers. Pines murmuring beside the sea.
An happy haunt to spend our leisurely hours.
And dream the days away into eternity.
Right. It was, of course, the intention of an art. Yes, it was actually. Right. Very interesting, wasn't it? A definite contrast between the illusion and reality. It was nice. In fact, interesting parallel, wasn't it, with the first one? You had the sort of two brains, if you like, and then both in the middle. And it was again, it was at the end there. Okay.
Under sunshine, wet and high wind, no hesitation. Examine the whole coast. So many capabilities.
So many capabilities.
So many capabilities!
Of being made the very first watering place in England.
The very first watering place in England. Converted into a perfect blessing.
Converted into a perfect blessing.
There we go. Fine crystals. Do you want to have a look at it? Do you want to come and sit over here because then we can look from there?
Well, you've got to stay still, haven't you?
Yeah? Yes, for this one, you can stay so that you can represent something else that's there. It's not just a literal copy. That's fine. Okay, Paul, do you want to come and sit down? All right, can you just hold that one there for a minute? So this is all time crystals. Someone like to read the words out that go with that, just from where you are.
These crystals impart the atmosphere
yeah,
with the peculiar healthful odour of the pine woods, the clearest, sweetest and most healing hot scents. In bedrooms, sick rooms, sitting rooms, etc., they exert a most beneficial and soothing influence, acting as a pleasant deodorizer, purifying the air and impregnating it with the refreshing sanitary properties which have rendered the neighbourhood of Bournemouth so famous. A most delightful and invigorating smelling bottle. Enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Right. Can anyone just think, well, wait, can you just hold up for a moment? Because it's very lovely. Can anyone think of just adding something to that picture? So if you just go and add yourself to it in some way, and now you've heard the words for that. Just build the picture. Okay? Let's all do it. Let's all go and add ourselves to that in some way that just enhances to give another dimension to Paul's crystal advert. Okay? Just build it up. Position yourself somewhere.
How do you stand and smell?
You can interact. You can relate to it. Paul, you can put yourself into it as well, if you like. Okay, so we've got the advert of Paul's pine crystal. The smell of the pine and so forth. And you can make one sound which goes with this advert. I'll count to 3 and I want you to make the sound that you think goes with this image of Paul's crystals. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. Let's make it a bit louder and let's put a movement in with it as well. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Exaggerate the movement. And once more, really exaggerate the movement and the sound. 1, 2, 3. And relax. Good. That's great. Good.
Kneel down. Sit and kneel down.
It's a train and they're waving to it, but I couldn't get the waving, so they're in front of it.
Well, we can see the waving. I think that's fine. All right. Yeah. Okay. They don't want it to come too close, so they're not looking at it. Okay, it's in the distance. That's quite nice in a way, actually, reversing it, isn't it? So there's the train, and there's the waving that. Okay. Right. Thank you very much.
I do.
Don't worry, that's fine. We can adjust everything up. So because we're working quickly, here's another one, which again, this one's Pulcritudo et Salubritas, which is the motto of all, health and beauty. It was invented by Russell Coates. So health and beauty. And again, let's see, working all together, you've got 30 seconds to do health and beauty. All right, yeah? Everyone in it? Everyone in it? Health and beauty. Yeah, you can do, just go for it this time, I think. Speed it up a bit. Right? Health and beauty. And think of one thing to say that goes with your statue as well. We'll try it all at the same time in a minute. Alright, one thing to say that goes with your picture. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hitler!
And again, a bit louder. 1, 2, 3.
Hitler!
Okay, let's just go around and hear each one in turn. I'll just go around and tap you on the shoulder or something. You can just say whatever it is you were saying.
Beautiful God.
Arise!
Fitness.
Down!
Okay. Can we have a movement with it? Let's just put one movement into it again. So ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Arise!
And again, a bit more exaggerated. 1, 2, 3.
Arise!
Lovely. Okay. Down and thank you very much. And this is one more. If you just where am I putting it?
The world in 2 minutes.
But underneath the fine feathers, all is not in keeping. This was written in the Second World War. The woman reminds of the smartly dressed lady with a very all show that underneath the fine feathers, all is not in keeping. Try and work together so you're all not doing individual things, but somehow you're making a group thing.
You've got the longest legs, so you can work with your legs. Yeah, right.
Who's the not very healthy ones then?
No, if you sort of straight round, maybe
What sort of shirt?
in your skirt, we can have people crawling out from underneath, sort of snake-like.
No children do.
No, for a lady, what happened? You go for a lady.
Half a minute left.
Parasol.
Right.
That's completely wonderful.
You sort of be a snake.
Right, so you can just do this up in front. Okay? Right. Good. Okay, just hold it for a minute. Very interesting. I'll tell you what, Sally, you just sort of take someone's place so they can come out and have a look and keep doing that so everyone gets a chance just to have a look at this. You managed to hold it, you're doing brilliantly. You're doing really well.
From the heart and from the so when you do it, it will. So it's really, you know, yeah, really kind of. So we'll try it again. So I'll try it a bit higher. We may just all stay on the same note. Okay, so just walking around the space and just repeat again. So I'll go, ebiendero, etaka, bataka. Ebiendero, etaka, bataka. Nakrimili, gabacheto, etaka, bataka. Nakrimili, gabacheto, etaka, bataka. Ebiendero, etaka, bataka. Ebiendero, all the way through. Okay, just slow yourself down a bit and don't all walk it back in circles. If you want to stay still, you can, okay? Just, we'll try and sing it all the way through. I'll sing it all the way through once and then we'll do it again. Okay? So the whole thing is ebiendero, etaka, bataka, nakrimili, gabacheto, etaka, bataka. Ebiendero, etaka, bataka, nakrimili, gabacheto. sing it. Yeah, well, maybe we'll pick up on that next week when we do the music thing again. So we want to move on tonight to our theme, but we'll try it. We'll move it on next week. It sounds lovely, you know, and everyone does it in all the different sounds. It sounds great. So it's in the brain now anyway for a little bit.
Don't worry about it. Okay, just to get us back into the work we were doing last week. We'll just try a very simple exercise, which is about making images, all right, and getting used to our bodies and not just our brains to plan things. So it's very simple. Basically, what you have to do is try with to make a very obvious sort of start point like this. So I need to demonstrate. So for instance, this is the obvious one, all right? So you might interpret that in any way you can. But then what you have to do is one person steps away from it and picture, all right? So you look at that and say, right, how can I make that now? Just opening up my imagination. So, all right, rather than that, I'm going to go like that. And then I've changed the image. You don't talk about it, you just do it. Then Jill breaks away from it. And she looks at my image that I've made, my picture, and she changes herself and molds herself onto that in a new way to make a different picture. Don't think about it, just do it. Don't worry about it. And then I step out and she stays there and I have a look and I'm like, no right else. Don't censor anything, alright? Go with it. Don't think about it, just do it. Okay, thank you very much, Jill. So if we go back to the partner or find a new partner, we'll just spend a couple of minutes getting used to sort of making images. Alright? So don't talk about it. Everyone's got a partner? Who's got a partner? We can do it in a three if necessary. Do you want to work with it or yeah? Alright, in a three.
Unless I came out of it.
Okay. So you want to see that you want to put straight in. That's all right. Oh, you have got someone to work with. Don't talk about it. Shh. Try and do it without any words at all, so that your other instincts take over. All right? Get it faster and faster, so it's happening almost automatically. Okay? That's good, well done. It's very good. Very good. Try again not to talk if you can. You're just blocking the creativity of your bodies. Keep it going until it really begins to flow. You're not thinking or worrying about it anymore. There's nothing right, nothing wrong. Different heights, levels, ouch, whatever you want to try. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Okay, just relax for a minute and curios brought back and collected from all around the world. I'm sure you're admiring, etc., etc. But now, through into this hall, I will show you some other objets d'art, some tableaux vivants, all the rage in Paris, if you didn't realise. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, some pictures that will show you the essence of Bournemouth growth into health and beauty. Salubrious prosperity, ladies and gentlemen. Something through the indigo and with some music, playing sort of fanfare music into these images. Alright, so just make the images, just hold it for a minute, and imagine scenes of rural bliss, of civic pride, and ecclesiastical hypocrisy. Oh, no. And so on. Alright, just hold those for a minute. So we might try and keep those images together, and we might even think of actually getting some kind of frame around them, so they're actually framed physically, like paintings. Unless we get one, of course, where stone coloured frames, but like statues, that's a possibility. Alright, so we just relax for a moment, but don't lose your concentration. And shall we just all swivel this way first and just look at the turbary? Because the obvious order of this is the turbary right, Dr. Granville, I think this is right, correct Granville, and then Gladcroft D. That must be the historical sequence. So Steve, if you just want to just get stuck down for a minute, just look at this one. So here we have the happy, bucolic, turbary world. Those are the key images that they've got from that vibration work that we did in a couple of weeks. It's very powerful, condensed like that, wasn't it? Obviously that's not the end of it. Keep going. Let's just go straight on to this one. Our second tableau, Dr. Granville. Dr. Granville's verdict.
The book.
Here.
Where are we?
This had better be good after all I've done for him.
I bought him a huge bottle of claret. It's not here.
My business rests on this review.
Bournemouth. Dr. J. Glanville. Having examined Bournemouth in all its parts, under sunshine, as well as during the prevalence of wet and high wind, I have no hesitation in stating that no situation that I have had occasion to examine
The town code
possesses so many capabilities of being made into the very first watering place in England.
And not only a watering place, but
was it very potent?
a winter residence for the delicate constitution requiring a warm and sheltered locality. It might be converted into a perfect blessing for those who do not like to tear themselves from home to go in search of foreign and salubrious climate.
Now, the faithful at prayer.
Could the whole congregation please stand to sing hymn number 13 on page 19 of your hymn books? All things white and beautiful.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their glowing colours, He made their tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all.
Please be seated. That brings today's service to an end. May I just remind everyone that the Harvest Festival next week begins at 10:30. I would like to see everybody here today attend the service next week. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, may the Lord God go with you all. God bless you.
Amen.
That's the same match she wore last Sunday and the Sunday before. You'd think with all her money she could have bought more than one act for Sunday Cottage Church, wouldn't you?
No taste.
He's remembering pleasant worship.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Brown.
Good morning, Vicar.
Good morning, Mrs. Smith.
Good morning, Vicar. I must say I did enjoy today's sermon very much.
I'm pleased to hear that. Did you enjoy the service?
I certainly did. I'm afraid there are some who appreciated it more than others. We all appreciated it on the merits side. I must say, Vicar, I'm rather concerned. I've noticed some of the cottages on the Merrick land have been failing to attend morning worship.
Oh, yes. That reminds me. The Stonehenge service this afternoon. I do trust you'll both be able to attend.
Of course we'll be attending. We are going to be preparing for the stone laying, which Sir George will be doing.
St George is laying the stone.
I'm afraid I will not be attending, for I know that Mr. William Clapcott Dewey, they have donated the land. The people of Bournemouth seem unable to show their gratitude. I've no doubt that we will get his just reward in heaven.
We shall all get our just rewards, some sooner than others. Good day to you, Vicar.
Good day to you.
So what's going on then? What's all this fuss about?
You don't really need to raise your voice.
Why? What's going on?
Well, there's going to be the laying of the stone in the new cemetery. The laying of the stone, and all the great and the good from all over the south of England will be here. And I have made the most wonderful hats.
What's that got to do with Derek?
Because he is one of the aristocrats, you see. And so he and his kind are the kind of people who would make
And what's this about a suit hat?
Oh my dear, if you could see the hat, you've only sort of seen the tiny bits of feather. But really, it goes, take that and let's leave it behind. From there to there, it has a bird of paradise on top of it. All wonderful colours. And round about it are feathers and silk. And my poor hands are quite worn out. You see, it's not all fun being a lady's maid.
Have you been busy as well then?
Oh, mine's just as bad, doing all these his horses, cleaning them up, saddling them up and everything else.
Well, and this is all for your
We don't
master.
want our hands getting a bit swollen, do we?
And money.
Horses are as important
Oh.
So this is all for your master and your lady?
Yes.
Well, you must be ever so proud of them.
Yeah. Do you know what they're saying over there? They're saying that it's your Sir George that's laying the stone. But it's our Mr. Clapp that's he what is the land for the cemetery. I mean, why is he not doing it?
If you will be quiet for a moment, my good woman, I will tell you why. It is because my and our Sir George is aristocracy and class, and you have to have somebody of that today. So, now, your chap here over there, Mr. Clapper, he is no more than a labourer with some money.
But he's got this great big house. I mean, the size of them floors, I've scrubbed all them floors in my day. I mean, he's got that great big house, that makes him a gentleman.
Oh, no. There's more to being a gentleman than having a large house and a servant with a large mouth, if I might say.
I'm a respectable independent woman.
Madam, we all must remember where we belong. We all have our place in society. Good day to you, we must go.
Dear, come on.
Bye, Doris.
What a way to talk to me.
Okay, right, thank you. So that was that's 3 scenes from Bournemouth Life. I don't know, anyone, any comments? Are we sequencing them right? Are there any links between those 3 stories?
It doesn't want to die. The vicar, I know he's a pro vicar, but he didn't sell the cross, did he?
You're going to get that right.
I think that was a very wise move, actually. After he got told off for doing it wrong enough, he very sensibly decided not to do it. That was a good move, actually, probably. But well spotted, deliberate mistake and all that. I mean, how do those things complement each other? Is there any, I don't know, what do you think?
I think there's too much dialogue in ours, and it could be really broken down to be a lot more
Yes, it's a
concise.
completely different style.
Yeah, it is a completely different style, yeah.
Is that a bad thing to have a contrast?
Not necessarily.
Where would you imagine that scene? I mean, are you thinking site-specific in this instance? I mean, where would that scene be housed? That scene with the chairs?
I don't know. No idea.
In the hall, maybe. The 3 scenes in different areas of the hall.
You wouldn't necessarily need the chairs either, we could always be just
What does it tell us about Bournemouth? Maybe that's what we need to be absolutely clear.
Is the cemetery Charminster Cemetery? If it is, then that would be Charminster Village Church.
It's the big one on the corner. It's the big general cemetery. Is that Charminster?
Yeah. So therefore it could be like the village of Winter, the village of Charminster, the local church or whatever.
Want a bit of research.
Wasn't actually the proper routine because we were adapting it for the cameras, weren't we, George?
Yeah.
But that's not. Now this was interesting to me because I learnt that as a drama game, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that, and it's one we used to use quite a lot for an improvisation game. So, and I wanted George to just sort of talk about how that gag actually worked, and then maybe we could actually have a go at trying it out. But if I just
Well, it's only 2 people doing it, not many more.
Right, but it's whoever. In the end, it might just be 2 people doing it, but it'd be something quite nice for everyone to have a go at, to actually try and write, because it can be very funny, can't it, when if it's done properly.
I don't know, I've never seen a drama more than one.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just to try it out so we can have a go at practicing it. That's all.
Yeah.
Do you want to just talk into the routine how it worked?
Well, the routine.
And then we could just have a go.
The routine is that the fellow goes on
start singing. And he's wooden like this, see, just singing, you see. And I'd walk on, or whether it's doing it, walk on and said, this sounded like a wooden doll. I said, well, what do you mean? Somebody's not in a nation. Where's your gestures? Gestures? What do you mean gestures? I said, you're supposed to use your arm. Bring the whole audience into it. Bring them in. Well, you've got to use the hands. He said, oh, I don't know about that. I said, well, we haven't got time to teach you tonight. He said, lifetime's work for teaching somebody how to act and use the stage. So I said, but let me do it then. And so then I roll my sleeves up, get round the back, and then when he's singing, I'm doing the gestures. Right. That's the idea of it. You just go through one chorus and all join in. And you're doing the movement for him, you see. He's doing the singing.
Right. Okay, does everyone get the idea? Well, why don't we just try it out as a kind of exercise for us? And if you can have a look at it, and if you tell us if we're doing it right, and advise us on how how to make it look better, we'll just practice it in pairs, and then we can see.
You want to do it like a group thing, don't you?
No, not necessarily. No, we might end up with just but we'll all practice it as a group, and then after that we'll see them one by one. So
who sings?
Come on, who are the singers? Does it have to be done like a song? I mean, I know it could be. Could it not just be at all? Because I've seen it done like a cookery demonstration.
Yes, well, you could, but you're going into the other realms of learning now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And props and things like that.
No. Can I just show you? Right. Let's have a volunteer.
Okay.
Come on, right. Elsie will do this is the thing, and then I think we can have a go and sing. All right. Well, are you going to do the singing then?
Oh, yeah, if they can put up with it. What shall I say?
All right. Well, we won't just think about that first. But if I remember rightly, if you do, you've got the person pie should really be hidden, shouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
They do this on that intro game on telly.
Really ought to be.
What should we get Elsie? We want Elsie to sing a song, all right?
What's an emotive song?
What would be a good song for her to sing?
Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
Right. Look out, everybody.
There we go. Right, so I roll this
First
sleeve
of
up.
all, I have to
Now,
start.
be careful doing it with a woman, man.
Right, sit down.
Don't rip. Would it be better if a woman
Be careful where your hands are.
Right.
No, mean that, otherwise they could think it was
Absolutely.
a bit naughty, wouldn't they? With a feather, you see, you can do anything.
Oh, come on, one of these fellas come and sing then.
No. That's a woman doing the gestures. Who's got the idea? Have a go.
Go on, Sammy.
Come on, you've got the idea. We don't want any improprieties. Right.
No
But she's got to get behind like that.
improprieties.
Can you see her?
No, we can't see.
You get your arms around the back.
Right, so you've got to get your arms around the back like that. Okay, so what happens is that, so Elsie starts singing, and Sammy's job at the back is to do the gestures to go with the song. Yeah?
You just go with the words.
Right, go with the words. Shall we try it out? See how she
Okay,
gets
let's
on?
try it. Bring it on
Could you
your
not
own.
have a song that needs gestures like that spreading chestnut tree?
Let's try it.
Anything
Right,
like
I
that.
tell you what, move back a bit. I think it because it will probably look better than it was. How are we doing?
Looks like Ricardo now.
Right.
I'm not
Okay.
doing the Mikado, not even for you.
Let's just adjust the lights and see what it looks like. Right, ready and go.
Oh, Danny boy, some things are calling. From dale to dale and over land and sea. I can't remember the words that I thought I knew. Oh dear, oh Danny boy, I'm sorry for you.
Never with a female before.
Right.
The bosoms are in the way. No, you see what I mean, can't you? Because you haven't got the whole arm. You haven't got the whole arm to you, you're only working with that arm.
All right.
Well, we're not taking our art seriously enough to have an operation.
Do you want to come and show us how it could work? I'm quite happy to be.
No, well,
Let's do it.
that's easy to do it, you see.
Right.
What do we do?
Shall I stand in the front?
Huh?
Right. I've got to sing. Oh,
Yeah,
Well, George, what would be a song?
No, I mean, do you know any chorus of any song? Anything will do.
Yes. Right.
See,
too fast.
We can slow it down though.
Sing swing low, swing chariot.
Yeah, chariot.
Alright, that's the one. Swing low, swing chariot.
Ala Eric Clapton.
Ala Eric Clapton, yes, absolutely. Right, swing low, swing chariot.
You know that?
No, I think so, yes, I know it. Right. Okay. So, you're going to roll your sleeves up?
No, I won't at the moment.
Right, okay.
That's all right.
Clearly throat. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
No, it's a bit too slow.
Oh, right.
Not enough movements in it.
I'll start again, right, take two. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Oh, for the wings of a dove, far away, far away, far away.
You know I saw stars?
No.
I saw stars.
Why don't you sing it?
Dear, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me a name I call myself, for a long, long way to run. So an eagle pulling thread, Laura no to follow so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to Doe. Doe, a deer, a female deer, ray a drop of golden sun. Me a name I call myself, for a long, long way to run. So an eagle pulling thread, Laura no to follow so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to Doe. Do re mi fa sol la ti do, so do.
All right.
George, we're closing. George, can you show us the suggestions? You sing the song, we'll sing along. Right. Come on. Well, it doesn't matter. You're right. Well, that is good. What we really want are people with height. I mean, that looks good because you can't. When you in front seems to be quite a bit higher, don't they? That's all right. You can kneel.
I actually know standing behind.
Now you've got to put your hands behind. That's the point.
Yeah, share it. So something to that effect. That's the only way you're going to get into it, isn't it?
That would be a perfect. It doesn't necessarily mean it's everybody on stage at once. We could just, it could just be two. We can work on that later.
Yeah.
But are there any? Just thinking about group routines and how you all came on and how the periods would start. Are there any? Is there any techniques like that that
No.
you could just show us? No.
No more than they're doing now.
What was?
Well, we should do an opening chorus.
Right. How would you all come on stage then? How would
We've
everyone?
discovered on.
So,
Discovered
Discovered on when the curtains go up.
yeah. Okay.
What sort of would you look like? Would you all just be standing in a line, or would you be standing straight in a line? Or
No,
what
no,
would you do?
you'll be singing. You start singing.
So the curtain comes back and everyone's
Introduction,
singing.
and then you start singing.
But what would you see when they go? Wait, that's sort of. So when they go.
The line of artists.
So how would they be in the line? Can you just show us? Just
Could you make them go in the line?
Just bring us into a line.
Like this.
Right. Okay, just have a look and so like this. Yeah. Yeah.
I know the
That's all
road
they do.
name of the show. Da 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 dee da da. Da 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 da.
Would it be better to have someone in the middle who's knows the tune? Elsie comes to the middle, do you know the tune?
It could be 2 lines.
2 lines? Would it go into or just almost 1 line?
You could have 2 going across. Good. Well, not quite yet.
Thanks me, Miss What's-her-name.
Start on the right foot then. Say going, another opening, another show. Another opening, another show. I'll get the words from John.
Well, don't worry about the words. We might put our own words to it. And later on, with John, we're going to do some work on the words particularly suitable for the play. But it's just going. What about their faces, George? What did you think about them?
Terrible.
What was wrong?
It's amazing what makeup can do.
Oh.
No, they're all lovely.
What should they be?
They're better looking than we were.
What does it? Thank you. I'll let you know. Just a minute. Draw the
They usually have
draw the curtain. Just tell me what sort of faces with the makeup. What would be the faces that people would see then? The curtain comes back. We've got the thing. What sort of smile are we looking at? A natural smile. Natural smiles, please.
Tongues behind your teeth.
Tongues behind your teeth.
Well, it's a natural thing, with it.
That's it.
As soon as it starts doing it.
Beautiful. As soon as it starts. What about, and should they be moving while they're singing?
Yeah, like they were doing.
So that was fine. We got the moving
on
on.
the chorus to get into it.
Right.
And then, what do you can follow with?
Well, we don't. That's a very good question. We've got lots of, at the moment, it's just, if you can just tell us some of the techniques and the routine, then we can see how they will fit what the material we've got. So this, it may not seem, but it's actually very useful, isn't it? That's things like this that remind us. Because, I mean, we could be doing those it could be about Russell Hayes or Cooper Dean's and the...
Is there any dancing in it?
Oh, there'll be a bit of dancing, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking.
Very good.
On the grass.
Yeah. There'll be some dancing.
You can do river
What about
dancing
some
in
dance steps?
No dancing.
Too difficult, no.
He wants to do the can, which is really rusty.
I'm just trying to think of what you're going to work on. You're working on grass, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, we may be doing probably grass. Probably grass. Surely down on the beach, in the very place where it used to be.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be on sand.
Not on the sand, I don't think, no. Probably on the promenade somewhere like that.
Would there be any gestures at all with the hands? Would there be any gestures at all? Say,
No.
the
You can't do group gestures. Not with a line on them. That's why they always link arms. When in doubt, link arms. So that's true, otherwise one will be doing one thing and one will be doing another one.
What about that sort of thing? Was there a side turn in profile?
Yeah. If you do two, do one forward and half of the forward sideways. If you start using your arms, it won't be different.
As soon as you start using your arms, it will be different. So what should they do with their arms then?
Well, keep them linked.
Keep your arms linked. Can they do that sideways like
No,
that?
sideways.
Right arm on the shoulder.
That's it.
Fill up the gap, isn't it?
This way.
Sway which way? Side to side? Left to right. Sway left to right. Just try and get it in tune with each other. So we're all getting it. We've got some very, what about the downstage arm? What should we do with that, George?
No,
We thought, could we do train
Try on weight on the waist. Like that. Left arm on your waist. We're not doing the trains yet. No. We might get to the train routine later for the Chattanooga choo-choo. Like on the waist.
Wait, take my hand.
Let's get the fellas will be getting offers. Right.
We don't know.
Possibly an opening, yeah. Possibly an opening.
possibly. I mean,
Well,
it's
why not?
a different tempo.
Let's pretend it's the opening.
I mean, if you're doing like you were before, like that, then you said, keep on smiling, you'd have to do it like this, wouldn't you? You couldn't, you're killing the rhythm of it.
So it needs to be faster.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got to get them in the opening, right?
You've got to get them in the opening. That's a very important lesson, everybody.
I mean, you never hear a singer come on and sing a quiet song to start with, do you?
No, you rock it to it.
Belt it to it.
Belt it out. So it'll be faster and louder. But it's only because they were just learning it, I think.
George,
I mean, seriously, what? Yeah.
is it straight legs or knees up? Because is it this sort of knees up or is it straight leg? Straight leg? Okay. Can't we all do the same?
We've all got to start with the same foot.
Start with the right.
Which way are we going first? We
Right.
all go,
Right.
all going up.
Okay, start with the right.
Left foot down, right foot down.
Yeah.
When you're
You're back to the
smiling.
opening
Yes.
again, are you?
Yeah.
When you're smiling.
Yeah, you're discovered. But go straight into it. You don't hang around. As soon as that curtain goes back, it's bang into it confidently and loudly, yeah?
Da, 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 da. When
We're smiling, we're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through.
That's it.
When you're crying, you bring out the rain to stop your crying. Be happy again. Smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
We're going out this way, aren't we?
Put it all in the one chorus now, eh?
Is that the trouble? Caroline will tell us. Yep. We're on.
Okay. Come for a walk up the zigzag path, up the zigzag path with me. For very sad ladies and short-winded men, it's as nice can be. When you go for a stroll on a snow summer's day, it's as cool as a country lake. When you get to the top, if you don't want to stop, then you turn around and walk back again. Nah.
Very good.
Where do we come from? Look to the past to find a reason for today. Where do we belong? Where do we belong? This is where we belong.
Tupton.
Turberry.
Southbourne.
Winton.
Springbourne.
Folkestone.
Holden, Hurst and Charminster all make our town, which all of us belong to, all of us should own.
Of purest air and healing ways we tell, where welcome made Hygiena loves to dwell.
Our songs from our hearts makes up the whole, not just one view, but many hearts. Somebody said, a town with no heart.
Town with no heart by a grey monotonous sea.
By a grey monotonous sea.
By a grey monotonous sea. Full of stinking fish and no hope for me.
Full of stinking fish and no hope for me.
No hope for me.
Where do we belong? Where do we come from? Look to the past to find a reason for today.
There's a devil in Boston, a curse on the academy, and underground tunnels that smugglers use.
sea, we get a clear view of who we are and what we've been. By the sea, where do you belong? We get a clear view. Where do we belong? Who we are. Where do you belong? And what we've been. Where do you belong? Of your essence and healing ways we tell, where welcome made hygiene loves to dwell. By the sea, we get a view of the world and just one view of many parts. By the sea, we get a clear view of who we are and what we've been.
That was cool. Worked very hard, everybody.
Yeah, I thought exactly. That was very, very good. We did really pushed ahead.
Everyone's worked really hard.
Yes. So, I mean, obviously, we're just beginning now, and hopefully that next week we can try and extend this work and develop it and use some of the other items and have time to look at the group homes at all. So I'll see if we can move on with that. That's a start, isn't it? Thank you.
George left the song coming along. He really enjoyed himself, he said.
Good.
He said, you remember that dizzy blonde, he said. That was Elsie.
Somebody got the poor man's eyes out, but never mind. That's the old coming aid,
He did enjoy himself. I think we might persuade him to come again. He's lent us a book.
Is it his book?
Yes, it's his book.
It's lovely. Have I got to read it here?
Oh, yes, that's like Phil said, great Kevin. I think you might come up, but what he did, having gone through it, as you can see at the beginning, finding it all very strange and very confusing, he got the idea so much at the end that he suddenly remembered the song that in the 30s he'd been taught by Paul the chap, which we think, unfortunately, the tape recorder decided to break, but we videoed it. Of course, and then Sally had been in there, a lovely thing to record, but we might even, Joy immediately said, oh, wouldn't it be great if we can get him to sing it? So we
There's
might
some
work
lovely
with it.
corny landlady jokes in here.
Are there?
We ever stand up?
Do you want to tell us one?
Yes,
Just
please.
to round this off. You're
The
on.
flies are a bit thick in this place, I said to the landlady. Well, what do you expect for £1 a day, she said. Educated one.
Very good.
Also, to make
to wind this part of the meeting to a close. We've obviously got a dysfunctional people here and a really dysfunctional school as well, like. I resign. All right, it's my part.
Full leadership.
Thank you for that input anyway, Mac. It was nice.
Can we lynch you now,
Okay, so we're actually just coming to the end of the session today, and just for the last 20 minutes we've got now, we'd like to sort of move on to evaluation.
Hello people from the time. Hello. Greeting you always. Cure for all. Step forward and listen to my words. World known and world tried. These pills and better than any other medicine persons with a nervous habit or body who are suffering from a weak digestive system should try these.
I am so pleased that the village people of Bourne have asked me to come back to re-inspect this wonderful place. It is absolutely superb for people who are convalescing and people even who are in perambulators. The air is just so pure, and the Bourne stream coming down through the verdant grass is superb. I can't recommend it more highly. I only wish that I had listened or even seen this before, and I didn't have to return order. I think it's absolutely wonderful, and I'm so happy that I have returned. And I will write and make sure that all the people in the southern coast know all about Bournemouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the quack, you've read the books, now listen to the truth. Quack medicine's not going to make healthy people. Tourist books don't suddenly cure all ills. Listen to me, I have a plan, I have a vision of a hospital, a on it. We need this. What about the reality? What about the people who are dying of contagious diseases? No amount of quackery is going to cure them. Listen to me. Don't turn your backs on my idea.
Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Here in Bournemouth. Here in Bournemouth. In this year of our Lord. Year of our Lord. 18 plonk. 18 plonk. What can you see? I see the future. Oh, can you see happy things for Bournemouth? Can you see dark things? Can you see riches for Bournemouth? Can you see poverty for Bournemouth? Oh, can you see such beauty? Can you see scar? Can you see such happiness? Can you see cheer? The shadows. They cover the future. It is a disaster. Oh, no, this is all nonsense. I must go home. Martha?
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, roll up, come see the wonderful sight of Bournemouth. See the beautiful sea, our wonderful, beautiful bathers out there in the sea. Oh, look at them enjoying themselves, drinking that pure salt water. Look how her cheeks look so rosy and healthy, and the sun just touches her. Oh, come this way, yeah, go on. Look at our wonderful, beautiful pine woods. Breathe in that wonderful, fresh air. Oh, it's so pure, you get drunk just by breathing it. And if you can't stay, why not take some of it home with you in our wonderful pine crystals? Yeah, come this way, go on in. And our wonderful entertainments. Jugglers, clowns, flea circuses. Look how the children laugh. Aren't they enjoying themselves? Aren't they having fun? Oh, yes, indeed. And if you're having stay. Why not stay for a week in our luxurious lodging houses? There's so much space, beautiful food, wonderful views. Yes, you really will enjoy yourselves in Bournemouth because the people of Bournemouth have been so generous for so long. Look how they took in those poor evacuees during the war. Look how those poor, homeless children were treated with kindness and generosity, came into their filthy cities and breathed wonderful, pure Bournemouth air. Yes, people have always been generous and wealthy. There has never been poverty in Bournemouth. And if there has, people always want to give to the poor people that come to Bournemouth for our wealth. Yes, people, come to Bournemouth. It's wonderful. It's the most spectacular show on earth. Roll up, and taste it for yourselves.
Breathe. I hate the way I look. That's important for the stories. Because of one thing, I'm far too thick. A lot of girls might think this sounds great, but it's not. No matter what I look like a stick insect. I've got ginger hair and freckles and boys never fancy me.
Let's try. It's an open resident channel.
Might turn it off. Anyway, we'll walk around the space and make sure that we meet every single person in the group. We're going to say our names to them. We know most of people's names now anyway, but there's still a few I'm not sure of. And find a way, when you meet that person, or come into contact with them, not by shaking their hand, that's too boring, but I might go up and say, Helen, okay? Or I might go, yeah, and Rob, it might be a hand like that, but not shaking hands, because that's too boring, a way of making contact. And when you've done it with everybody in the group, then just find a space and stand on your own, and then we'll know that everybody's done it. Is that clear? Yeah. Yeah, right, I'll put a bit of music back on, and you can do that in your own time. Okay.